So the conveyor is in the wood yard. You guys can see it here. I'll tell you more about it in a little bit, but we got to get some log splitters off another truck first. Just watch that back tank. I don't want to hit that. Am I far enough? All right, that worked well. I'm gonna come way over. That way it gets straight. There we go. All right, that's probably pretty close. So you guys can see I got new splitters in the wood yard, and these are actually on loan to me from American CLS, and you might have saw the owner there in a clip. Larry, the owner, and his delivery driver, Al, were here. They were nice enough to drop the machines off. They dropped off 2 splitters and a conveyor for me to demo for the next 60 days. They're actually a quote-unquote semi-local company to me. They're about an hour away from me, and we thought it might be a good fit to have some of their splitters on my channel. Now this splitter here that I'm currently working on, this is their, I believe they call it the super splitter. This is the little brother of the splitter that I have over in the driveway over there. That is called the Animal. The Animal is their optioned out everything. They got everything on it. So this splitter, I believe this splitter is a 4-inch cylinder with what looks to be like a 2 or 2.5 inch rod. And it's got a 22 gallon per minute pump on it with a Honda GX 390. I'm told it's got about a 6-second cycle time. I'm sure we'll test that at some point. Oh boy, dropped one of these. The Animal has the table on it already. This one does not. So we're just gonna install this quick. All right, the table is on. And as you guys can see, it is pretty short. Comes up to about my knee. But they did include 2 extra bolts and 2 extra nuts. So like I was saying, this is an American CLS log splitter, and it's a standard single-way wedge here, back support, ram. I mean, it's your basic splitter. It did come with a couple wedges. Now, the wedge I'm about to put on here is just a simple single way, just like you see on there already. The difference between this one and the one that's on there, this fat gap that would normally be on here is taken up by this. So if you only want to use a single way and you don't want a gap in between the ram and the wedge, this solves that problem. It also came with a 4-way, which the 4-way is used, but that's no big deal. The 4-way will also take up that gap. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is pretty much what I run on my log splitter all the time, is a 4-way wedge. So I'm interested to try it on this machine. And lastly, it came with a wedge that I've never seen before, and I think it's going to be interesting to try. They called this the Fat Boy wedge. I think that's what he said, the Fat Boy wedge. And it's a big one. So that is the Fat Boy wedge. I guess that's just designed to pop the wood faster. He said it is a prototype. This is the only one. And he wanted me to try it out to see how it worked. So as you can see, it's brand new, and we'll try it. I don't know. I've never seen a wedge that's this thick before. It's like the size of a slice of a pizza. I don't know. So along with their splitters, they also dropped off this conveyor. This is a 20-foot conveyor. all their conveyors are the same except for the length. They're all really wide. I mean, this is like 2 foot wide here. Heavy duty chain in here, and then angle iron to move it up. This is hydraulically adjustable up and down, as well as obviously hydraulically driven by the motor. There is a Honda motor on this one as well, and it runs forward, back, up, and down. Just about everything you can need. I do feel like we're going to have a clearance issue between the conveyor and the splitter, so I might just have to prop that splitter up on the front leg with a piece of wood or something. So what I think we'll do is we're going to get this splitter into place and then move over to the animal and go over that machine. Oh, it's got some meat to it. All right. If you're wondering, it's pretty heavy. Holy cow. And I'm definitely going to need to prop it up. Well, let's raise the log lift up and get it off the ground. So I got a 4x6 block here. I think lifting it up on that will be plenty. Should probably have some help if you want to try to move this thing around by hand. Wow. Now if I weren't on wood chips, this would be a lot easier. But since I'm on wood chips and it's super soft, this is quite difficult. So I think part of my problem is I actually set this conveyor on a 2x6 in the front. And I bet you, if I didn't set the conveyor on the 2x6, this wouldn't be an issue. So this is that 2x6 I'm talking about. And I don't know how I'm gonna get it out of there. All right, let's try that. Again, I could just hook the tractor up to this, but I have to move the splitter. Seems like a lot of work. I only need a little. Voila. All right, let's set it back down. Oh yeah. So now you can see the table is tall enough to fit over the top, and we don't need that block of wood. I need another person to help me. Wood chips were a great idea until you need to move stuff around that is not powered. Could I hook the tractor to it and move it? Probably. Do I want to? Not really. Like I said, these are on loan to me. These are not mine. I don't own them. They're loaned to me from the company. So I got to take care of them. Can't beat them up. All right, idea number 2. Got the 2x6 we took out from under the conveyor. We're gonna put the front leg of the splitter on there, so the front leg will slide a little bit, and I'm gonna push on the wheels, I hope. Oh, we got a little movement. One tire at a time. It's this tire that's holding it up for sure. This is why it's always helpful to have 2 people in the wood yard. All right, desperate times call for desperate measures. All right, that couldn't have worked better if I had actually planned to do it that way from the beginning. I don't know. It's better in line. It's pretty level. The log lift is to the log side, and it's going to get onto the conveyor. So now that we got this set up, let's go take a look at the animal real quick. That is the big brother to this machine. So this unit right here is called the Animal, and this is a little bit different. It's the big brother to that unit we were just at. This unit has a 5-inch cylinder with a what appears to be a 3-inch rod on it. Log lift, just like the other one. This has got a 390 GX as well. This one has electric start, the other one does not. And the main difference, besides being bigger, main difference is it has a hydraulic wedge on it. This has the 4-way on it now. I also have the 6-way, which I'll go get. There's the 6-way as well, so you can see a nice big wedge, handle big wood, split it down for you. It's pretty simple. There's a little set screw on the back of this hydraulic cylinder. Take it out, and then just tighten that set screw in. I'm pretty excited to try these things out, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, we're gonna do the little one first and then move into this bigger machine here. So if you guys have never heard of American CLS, make sure you go check them out. It actually stands for American Conveyors and Log Splitters, American CLS. They're just outside of Rochester, New York. If you're local and you're interested in going to look at some of these units. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't gonna run any wood in this video, but I'm too excited. So we're gonna take one round, run it through the small splitter, fire up the conveyor, and see what happens. So this one is your up down, raise and lower the conveyor, and this one is your forward and reverse. Forward, that's reverse. Alright, so I got my safety glasses on, got my earphones on, the conveyor is running at low idle. I oiled the chains up so it quieted down a little bit. I don't think you need to run the conveyor any faster than it's going right now. We're gonna lower the log lift, pick around, throw around through the single way first, and then we'll put the 4-way on. I don't know if this is full throttle. There we go. Oh, like butter. So that's the gap I was telling you guys about right there. It's got a gap in there. That's what that big single way is for. That takes up that gap. You know it can split. Let's put the 4-way on it. So you guys can tell that this is just running at low idle. It doesn't need to run any more than that. And the plan is to take those IPCs and put them in the fall zone. If you guys are interested in these splitters, you want to see them work, make sure you guys are subscribed because I've got a lot of wood to split behind me. Now, we're going to be using the smaller one to start with. and then we'll move into the big boy, the animal. Don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate every single one of you. And don't forget to check out American CLS website. I'll put a link down in the description below. Until the next video, have a great day.